What I'm about to share with you is something that just happened. Like, I'm still in the middle of it. But I knew I needed to come on here and talk about it because I really believe this is going to speak to someone who's been feeling really stuck too. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I've been in a very heavy season lately. One where I felt confused, overwhelmed, and honestly just weighed down by pain. I've been trying to process everything that's been happening in my life, but somewhere along the way, I started realizing I wasn't just going through pain, I was starting to live from it. And at first, I thought that was just part of the journey, but it got to a point where I felt like I was sitting in it, letting it define me, shape my posture, and still my peace. Then something shifted. It wasn't this dramatic thing. It was like a quiet, deep shift. I felt the Lord was saying to my spirit, enough is enough. Not in a shaming way, but in love. Like he was gently reminding me, you don't have to stay in this place. That same day, I felt led to open my Bible to Ezekiel 36 and 37. I honestly didn't know why, but now I see it was exactly what I needed. In Ezekiel 36, God is speaking to his people after they've wandered, failed, and messed up. And yet he says that it is not for your sake that I will act, but for the sake of my holy name. When I read that, something in me just exhaled. God wasn't saying, I'll help you when you get it all together. He was saying, I will act because I am faithful, because my name is on this. It hit me so deeply. I don't have to fight to earn breakthrough. I don't have to strive to get back on track. God will act because he is who he says he is. I continued to read and then came to Ezekiel 37. And that's when it all came together for me. God brings Ezekiel into a valley filled with bones, dry bones, lifeless. And he asks him, can these bones live? Then he tells him to do something wild, to prophesy to those bones, to speak life, to speak breath, to call them to raise. God could have done it all on his own, but he didn't. He invited Ezekiel to partner with him. And that's when I realized I've been waiting on God to move, but God's also been waiting on me to speak. That was the turning point. I realized I couldn't keep letting pain lead the conversation in my life. I couldn't keep agreeing with fear or hopelessness. So I sat down and I wrote a letter to God. It was raw, it was real, it was honest, it was honestly full of faith. Not because I felt strong, but because I wanted to respond to what he was showing me. In that letter, I wrote things like, this is the first day of my new season. I'm not going backwards. I receive the healing you have for me. I receive the promises you've spoken. I trust you with my future. I choose to move forward with you. And as I wrote, it was like I wasn't just processing, I was prophesying. I was aligning with heaven, and something in my spirit literally came alive again. If you've been in a heavy season like me, if pain has been shaping your thoughts, your hope, or your identity, I want to speak this over you. God is going to act, not because you earned it, but because he is faithful. And he's inviting you to partner with him right here, right now. You don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to live in the valley. You're not the bones. You're the one called to prophesy to them. Take a moment today to ask, what am I speaking over myself? What have I stopped believing God for? Then open your Bible to Ezekiel 36 and 37. Let the Lord speak to you. Let the Lord speak to your valley. And when he does, speak back. Write it down. Say it out loud. Declare it. Even if your voice starts shaking, you're not just surviving, you're rising. Thanks for being here with me today. If this resonated with you, feel free to share it, leave a comment, or just let me know you're here. I'm walking this out too, and I'm believing this is a season of resurrection for both of us.